starts now.
Good evening, I'm Pat Prasad.
And I'm John Nicely. If you tried to buy a house, would you be treated the same as any other potential buyer? And would it depend on the color of your skin?
Well, even today in 1997, national surveys indicate 1 out of every 2 minorities face some type of housing discrimination. Tracy Madden put local realtors to the test with a hidden camera investigation.
Let's assume you buy a house for $100,000.
In real estate, the color green is supposed to matter most. These couples prove black and white also play a role.
Armed with training from the Fair Housing Center and a hidden camera, the couples visited 4 real estate offices. We chose them randomly, 2 west of 72nd Street and 2 east.
Each couple had a similar cover story, relocating to Omaha, making about the same middle-level income with nothing to sell.
You want to find an apartment or you want to find a house?
Once the tests were in, we reviewed tapes with people from the Fair Housing Center and found
your opportunities are different depending on the color of your skin.
Example number 1. One of the first questions this realtor asks our black couple is whether they're pre-approved for a mortgage, then about jobs.
How long have you been a first dad? 3 years. Okay, so you've got some good track record here. Are you working as well?
Yes.
When the white testers went in, he never asked anything about their ability to buy a home, their employment history, how long they were employed.
The same realtor did talk to our white couple about location.
And there's all kinds of areas that you can live in the southwestern suburbs or the Miller area and the Ralston, Papillion.
What he's done is said, these are good places for you to live. Those 3 areas were never mentioned to our black testers, even though they were hunting for houses in the same price range.
Our black couple learned
Dodge Street is the street that divides North and South Omaha. Not that North is any better or any worse.
he leaves the room. Our black female tester wonders aloud.
How come he didn't say South being good or bad?
Why isn't explained by anything else here except that he's talking to people that look different?
Now, those may seem like subtle differences, but they're things that the Fair Housing Center doesn't like to see. Pat and John?
Well, Tracy, I know that fair housing laws have been around for quite some time. Was that realtor just not aware of them, or what?
No, he was aware of it. Every realtor has to go through an afternoon session to learn what's legal and what's not. Now, of course, most realtors learn a lot from the training, but we found 2 more that may need to go back to class. Example number 2, 2 agents at another company. Our black couple hasn't mentioned price or location yet, but listen to the realtor.
Usually, if you're looking at probably $60,000, $70,000 Benson area.
He's not got any information. He's making assumptions about them.
This written report shows what another realtor told our white couple.
He said there were parts of town that we wanted to avoid, like the plague. But he said he couldn't tell us what those were because that would be illegal.
What about people that say, well, there probably are areas where houses aren't valued as high? Maybe that's just what he meant.
Since it's not illegal to talk about all the finances, what is it that he's suggesting? I think the answer to that's really quite clear, that he can't talk about race.
The results surprised Shelley, our white female tester, but not Savitri.
It was what I was expecting, because, you know, buying my own house, I went through some of a similar situation. We think that things have changed, but people haven't changed, their ideals and beliefs haven't changed, and that's scary.
You hear from people, well, this doesn't happen, or, you know, that was in the past. For us, that's not reality. That's not Omaha. Omaha is what we see day in and day out.
Tracy, based on what we've seen on the tape, are there any consequences for the realtors that we saw?
John, there certainly are. The Fair Housing Center plans to talk to the realtors involved and also talk to their employers about taking some corrective actions. And also, we want to let folks know that tomorrow night at 6, we're going to introduce you to a woman that had a tough time just buying her house. That's tomorrow night at 6 o'clock.
All right, Tracy, thank you.